Hey everyone, welcome back to Frontline. Jay here with another review. Today I'm reviewing Action Comics number 989. The title of this issue is The Oz Effect, Part 3. It is written by Dan Jurgens, breakdown art by Dan Jurgens, pencils are by Viktor Bogdanovic, inks are by Viktor Bogdanovic and Trevor Scott, colors are by Nick Spicer, letters are by Rob Leigh, cover by Nick Bradshaw and Brad Anderson, and variant cover by Neil Edwards and Jeromy. Mr. Oz, now revealed and confirmed to be Jor-El, shows Superman all the horrors of humanity, while one of his followers sets into motion a meeting between Jor-El and his grandson, Jon. Warning: this review will contain major spoilers. If you have not read Action Comics number 988 and do not want to be spoiled, please put this video in your to-watch list and come back after you read it. If you're still here, then you either read this issue or you want to be spoiled anyway. So, either way, let's get to it. The story starts off with a suicide bomber entering the Daily Planet, just as Jor-El has Helix show Superman all the reports of violence erupting, including a chemical weapon attack. Lois steps up and talks to the bomber, convincing him to leave Jon and everyone else go, and she will write his story on the Daily Planet website, while secretly sending an SOS to the fortress, hoping Helix will let Clark know. This was a great scene for me, and it shows that Lois wasn't a damsel in distress. She wasn't a victim here. Yes, she is put in harm's way, but by no stretch of the means is she a victim. She takes control of the situation and gets everyone to safety and enacts the plan to ensure her rescue. But while Superman is busy stopping chemical warfare in Africa, Jon slips away to make sure everything is okay as Superboy, in case his dad needs him, when he spots a streak fly into the newsroom, thinking it is Superman, but Lois is shocked to discover it is her father-in-law, Jor-El, who takes out his disciple and tells Lois who he really is, but quickly leaves when he spots Jon from a distance. This was a nice scene where you could tell that Lois's investigative reporter instincts are sharp, and because she's questioning Jor-El's story, how can you really be who you say you are? Jor-El tells Jon who he is, and they both teleport to the Fortress of Solitude. Jon recognizes his voice as the voice from the Kryptonian battlesuit during Lord Zod's attack. Jor-El tells Jon that he can bring him to a place where he and his dad would never have to hide his powers again. They would never have to hide their identity behind glasses or stupid disguises ever again. He also shows him a Kryptonian crystal that shows Jon his past and supposedly his future, where Jon is dressed in a Superman costume, before showing him an image of a planet where everyone has powers and is flying. This shows how calculating Jor-El is. As Mr. Oz, he is trying to play Jon's naivete and innocence, with the next issue promising the battle for Superboy's soul. I give this story 4 stars. The art here was really solid. My only problem really is some of the faces looked a little bit off. Like when Jon is holding the crystal in the fortress, his face looks really weird. But his excited face in the couple panels over there was like great. So it was like a mixed bag with me with the faces. I love Jon's Superman costume from the future. It was like Connor's Superboy's costume, the second one, merged with Superman's current costume. The colors were great too. With the brightness of Superman's world perfectly contrasted with the darkness going on around him, and Oz's world also. So I give this the art 4 stars. Overall, this was another great issue, and I love the cliffhanger with Jon facing the temptation. I would love if in the future that wasn't actually Jon in that future image, but it's actually Connor. That would be a really cool image, because that costume looks really cool for him. So this story has me excited for, and actually even supercharged for every single super character right now. So I cannot wait until the next issue. So glad that this is a bi-monthly title, because this is leading up to a big 1000th issue with the story getting 4 stars and the art getting 4 stars, I give this an overall of 4 stars and say pick it up. Well, those are my thoughts. Now I want to hear yours in the comments below. Also, like this video, subscribe to Comic Frontline, check out and subscribe to my channel, The Comic Book Theater. Check out comicfrontline.com, the site, for previews, reviews, news, and interviews, along with fun, unique features with daily updates. Continue the conversation and join us on our Discord for free. Don't forget to like and follow me, The Comic Book Theater, Media Manus, and Comic Frontline on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and don't forget to catch Frontline Live every Tuesday night right here on YouTube and download it every week on iTunes for free. I'll include all these links in the description below. Until then, I'll catch you in the next review.